We're launching Overledger platform as the enterprise standard for building on blockchain. We've taken all the experience and work that we've done for the Bank of England, Bank of International Settlement, and opened that up for the rest of the industry to use.
By using Overledger between their technology and the blockchains, they've got a standardized API layer that translates all of the messages that are needed, which means that people can build faster, they can build more securely, they can build without hiring external developers, they can use their existing in-house developers. And not only that, they can connect their existing technologies. So rather than building a whole new platform, take the platform you've got and build a blockchain module for it using Overledger.
Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Thank y'all so much for tapping back in to see what I have to say. With that being said, what are we talking about? We're talking about Quant Network in this one, okay, you guys? Listen, Quant Network, they just keep, I don't even know how to explain. Like, okay, so Dr. Luke Riley, you know, I mentioned Dr. Luke Riley in a video maybe 2 or 3 days ago. It was the same video I mentioned Martin Hargraves and Laura Verdian in, okay? These are all executives over at Quant, okay? Follow me on this. Like the day after that, Dr. Luke Riley literally published an article on Quant Network's website, which was absolutely incredible. You have certain technologies that have been out in the forefront for a few years now that has gained a notoriety and trust. Things like circles, like talking about USDC, their network, because they truly have become interoperable within the stablecoin network. Like they truly have. This is the reason why USDC is literally accepted anywhere in the world. It makes sense. That's interoperability for linear, but interoperability, okay? So you now have Dr. Luke Riley literally basically coming to the floor, not necessarily in a bad way, calling Circle out, because he does praise Circle's technology in this article, but yet he still steps to the plate and says, but this is exactly what Overledger Fusion 2.5 can do. And this is truly what interoperability truly is. Does this make sense? And the way that he explains it is incredible. You have to remember, Dr. Luke Riley is actually one of the brains, the big brains over there at Quant. I can remember there was a story that Gilbert was saying, and this was a couple of years back, but what he said about Dr. Luke Riley was they were in the process of developing Overledger. And they got to a process where they thought that it would take another 2 to 5 years to actually figure this out. And Dr. Luke Riley figured it out in a weekend. That's how brilliant this man is. He literally has a doctor's degree, I believe, in AI. Like, I'm not joking. You look at that boy's resume. It is absolutely insane, okay? This is the reason why Gilbert Verdian has him on the team at Quant. Brilliant. But this article, you know, it's coming from my boy, Maximus Crypto. We're just gonna dive into some of it because it was a slightly long article and I may or may not give it all to you, but yeah, words matter. And remember that Quant would have just been on the stage literally less than a month ago at Cybos. I'll tap into that in just a second. I'll be right back.
A Circle Gateway versus Quant Fusion. This is a major announcement. So full screen this, you do see here some key things. From token unification to economic interoperability, this comes from Dr. Luke Riley. The article explores how Circle is unifying fragmented USDC liquidity across blockchains, while Quant's patented technology enables any token, yes, any token, to move seamlessly between chains with full programmability. The blockchain industry has long grappled with fragmentation, assets locked in silos, liquidity divided across chains, and institutions struggling to operate efficiently in a multi-chain world. In this article, we'll compare 2 solutions that have emerged to address this challenge. For one, Circle's Gateway and Quant Fusion multi-ledger rollup. While both technologies tackle interoperability, their approaches, capabilities, and ultimate visions diverge significantly. We see here Circle Gateway enabling single asset interoperability. Circle Gateway represents a solution to a specific problem, moving USDC seamlessly across blockchains. This system delivers a unified balance view for USDC holders, regardless of which supported chain their tokens reside on. This synthetic approach maintains a single off-chain ledger that tracks total USDC holdings, creating a user experience where cross-chain complexity becomes invisible. However, Circle's gateway functionality is inherently limited by design. The system operates exclusively for USDC, the token Circle issues and controls. While this narrow focus enables optimization and reliability, also means Gateway cannot extend its benefits to other digital assets. That part right there, write that down. Securities or enterprise tokens. Additionally, Gateway isn't programmable beyond its defined deposit, withdrawal, and transfer flows. Developers interact through APIs but cannot embed custom logic or create complex workflows with Gateway operations. Quant Fusion, on the other hand, does in fact do this thing of building the universal interoperability layer. With their patented technology, Quant Fusion multi-ledger rollup takes a fundamentally different approach. Rather than optimizing for a single asset, Fusion establishes a protocol-agnostic multi-ledger architecture that can unify any token or digital asset across diverse blockchain networks and distributed ledgers. The core innovation lies in Fusion's ability to generalize what Circle accomplishes for USDC to the entire digital asset ecosystem. Institutions can define their own, quote, unified portfolio spanning public blockchains like Ethereum and Solana, alongside private permission networks, whether dealing with stablecoin securities, native chain assets, or enterprise tokens. Fusion acts as a token-agnostic liquidity layer rather than an issuer-bound solution.
Now, you guys just saw that, right? You guys just heard everything that's being described in that article by Quant Network. Now, truly see, okay? Remember, at Sibos, think about this, y'all. Sibos is not a crypto event. Sibos is a strictly banking event that Swift puts on every year. We're talking just within the last few years, crypto has even been being taken seriously whatsoever at Sibos. But to understand that both Quant and Hedera, I think out of 3, were Discover members at Sibos. Understand, this is a traditional banking structure event, which means that now you have these 2 technologies front and center for your whole suite. Think about it. I believe they have like 11,000 banks or some crap like that. Swift has an insane amount of banks in their network and ecosystem that they provide messaging for. Truly understand and see what I'm talking about. At their event, you have both Quant and Hedera there, showing the world as Discover members, this is our technology, this is what we can do. Now, less than a month from that, you've launched Overledger Fusion 2.5, and now this article drops. It's literally stepping up and showing the world that the world that you just talked to via Sibos, this is our technology, and this is what it can do for you. Understand what's truly being laid out right now in front of our face in 2025, and Quant Network is an incredible opportunity in 2025, in my humble opinion, not financial advice. But we got some more coming from that press release from Quant Network. Okay, you guys, coming from my boy Maximus Crypto, bro. You rock, holding us down. I appreciate you. I will be right back.
Enterprise-grade security and compliance. According to Dr. Luke Riley, he points out regulatory alignment represents another critical differentiator. Circle's compliance scope focuses on fiat-backed stablecoin regulation. Quant Fusion, however, embeds programmable compliance directly into the architecture through the Fusion firewall. This blockchain firewall features access controls that allow users to define precisely who can interact with their smart contracts and accounts. Crucially, each participant or node with Fusion can enforce jurisdiction-specific rules within the same network. For banks, central banks, and multinational enterprises operating across borders, this capability is transformative. Regulated token holders from permission blockchains can access liquidity from permissionless chains while maintaining compliance through built-in KYC and whitelisting controls, enabling regulated entities to trade on-chain deterministically while remaining protected from unvetted counterparties. Like strategic vision, the token versus the economy. I'm glad that they're addressing this. I really am. The ultimate distinction between these technologies lies in the strategic direction. Circle's long-term trajectory centers on universal stablecoin liquidity, creating a single trusted USDC fabric spanning all major blockchains, not some, all major blockchains. This vision focuses squarely on payments and fiat interoperability, a value but defined scope. Quant's trajectory encompasses something far broader, a universal interoperability fabric for all digital assets, smart contracts, and financial systems. The Fusion rollup serves as the foundation for this network of networks. effectively building the infrastructure for an internet of value where institutional grade security, privacy, and scalability enable confident participation in blockchain ecosystems. Circle unifies the token, Quant unifies the economy. Remember what Quant Fusion can do for your organization. Again, don't forget about this, especially if you're new to the channel. It is the world's first layer 2.5 rollup technology. Quant Fusion multi-ledger rollup represents a paradigm shift in blockchain interoperability. Whether you're an enterprise seeking to connect permission and permissionless networks, a financial institution requiring programmable compliance across jurisdictions, or a developer building the next generation cross-chain applications, Fusion provides the infrastructure to make it possible. Ready to explore how Quant Fusion can transform your blockchain strategy? Again, reach out to them, where you can learn more about the capabilities, use cases, so on and so forth in regard to accessing the multi-ledger rollup and how it's available now, yes, now through Quant Connect. The future of seamless, secure, cross-ledger interoperability starts today.
Now, I know there was just a lot of words, but y'all, words matter. Understand what is being told to us in real time right now. And understand, even the people who even saw that, if you look at like who's tagged, it's literally just institutions. It's not, Quant is, you have to understand, Quant is not DGen. They are, and there's nothing wrong with it. Quant is not basement, developer doing a rug pull or some type of, startup. Quant Network is truly a distributed ledger technology company that offers a distributed ledger technology product that is a software as a service that is also white labelable, that is tied back to multiple central banks and multinational corporation and one of the largest cloud providers publicly in the world, because they're connected to the other four as well. They're connected to AWS and Amazon Azure and whichever the other one is, but Oracle is the one that I'm referring to. And understand that Oracle just dropped a new product that is tied directly to the blockchain platform, Digital Assets Edition, that Quant Network is the infrastructure for. That was announced during that press release. What? Truly see what is being happening right now. Understand how many customers Oracle services alone, and whether that's going to be on the AI side or the blockchain side, it touches Overledger, Quant Network software as a service. Truly understand and see what's happening right in front of our faces. Understand, like my boy Jesse, Apex Crypto, I believe that's still the name he's going by on YouTube, but I could be wrong with that. But he just mentioned about sandboxes, and we talked about the sandboxes before, like Rosalind was a sandbox. We talked about the digital asset sandbox for the UK as far as their digital assets are concerned and things of that nature, right? But you have to understand all of these things that we talk about right now, like as far as like Project Rosalind, as far as things even like LackChain, all these things are in Quant Network sandboxes. And understand what a sandbox is. That a Quant is allowing them literally to build out every use case you need for your government, your central bank, your multinational corporation to thrive on blockchain with multi-platform, multi-blockchain connectivity, depending on whether you're a bank or whether you're a BlackRock or whether you're a London Stock Exchange or whoever. Whatever you need us to do, you can do that, basically creating a digital twin of your company on Overledger in a sandbox for free. But as soon as you're ready to go live, to actually go from that sandbox environment and port all the information onto a live active blockchain, that is when you tap truly into Overledger and whatever suite of products you're using, whether that's Quant PayScripts, Quant Authorize, Quant Flow, whatever, Quant Overledger Fusion 2.5, whatever suite of products that you're also using. When you go into this live environment of that, you're going to have to start paying literally license fees, which we already know. This is public information, licensing fees, and every process that's flowing through whatever you're doing also is paying a fee in QNT. Even if you pay in fiat, the Quant Treasury literally converts it into QNT. I just said that in a video, maybe 2 or 3 videos ago, okay? So truly understand and see that once we move out of the realm of sandboxes, even things like the digital security sandbox in the UK, and that same sandbox now, the US and the UK are now doing literally cross-border payments and settlements of securities. Truly see what's happening. These are all Quant Network sandboxes. Understand what happens when the sandbox goes from a sandbox to the live environment. And you have things like, and this is quite possible, and I completely agree with a statement that he made the other day. Think about it. When corporations, when they get things like software as a services, it's whatever their software as a service costs, and it's just the annual cost. It's just like with Windows. The corporation don't think about Windows. They just, whatever their subscription fee is paid every single year because you have to have access to the internet. You understand what I mean? So with Overledger, after you get your first one, you're going to continue to have to get it because remember, it's tied to global standards and internet protocols. So for you to be regulatory compliant, you have to go with the regulatory process so that you can continue to do global commerce together. Truly understand and see what's happening right now. And you have a Quant Network, Overledger, and you have all the products that Quant Network is building out on top of Overledger, now starting to be integrated in the back-end infrastructure of already developed companies that have already huge customer bases. And these customers will just be utilizing the services that they already use. And they will have no idea that Quant Network is the infrastructure and backbone of it all. Overledger, their software as a service. Truly see, you guys, truly understand what is happening, what is being built out around us. You don't have every major government and every major central bank now in some way or another tied either directly publicly or quietly via a project to Quant Network for no reason. Because they have a truly interoperable product.
Gov.uk, digital marketplace. Think about how that's worded. Digital marketplace. What does it say? Well, if you go on the search, for example, and you type in the Overledger, for example, it talks about only one result found containing Overledger. Just one in lot 2 of cloud software. And what does this say here, guys? Result 101, Overledger, SaaS, software as a service, the world's first DLT API gateway for enterprise, dang it. Quant Network, world's first true universal DLT, interoperability platform oriented for enterprise, designed to seamlessly interconnect private and public systems, networks, and DLTs. Overledger's APIs are easy to implement and eliminate the complexity of multi-DLT challenges at enterprise level.
Overledger Platform from Quant establishes a new benchmark for blockchain interoperability and ease of use. As a low-code enterprise-grade platform, Overledger empowers you to deploy, connect, and develop on any blockchain quickly and simply. With Overledger, you can generate an interoperable digital asset with just a few clicks, create secure smart contracts that can execute on any blockchain without having to hire a team of experts. And you can use its advanced APIs to integrate with your systems and manage your assets on multiple chains. We believe that the blockchain economy should be simple, trusted, and future-proof. These are our principles and the genesis of Overledger Platform, the enterprise standard for building on blockchain.
That allows for the traditional internet of what we sit in right now in Web 2 to seamlessly be integrated. Seamlessly. When those sandboxes go live, there's not going to be a hiccup. It's literally a seamless integration into Web 3. The 4th industrial revolution, coupled by AI, which is the 5th industrial revolution. And this is the first time in human history we've had 2 industrial revolutions converging at the same time. You have a Quant Network, literally with a stellar resume at this point in time. What hiccup have you ever heard about Quant Network? I'll wait. What bad news or bad press or what promise that Quant Network say they were going to do and not fulfill? I'll wait, because this is backed by the largest entities in the world. You truly understand what a Bank of International Settlements is, understand what central banks are, and understand what governments are when they have come together on a global standard. It's just that, the standard. So you made it all the way through this entire video. Y'all type in the standard, because in my eyes, literally, Overledger is the standard. Till the next time, y'all already know. I appreciate y'all. Peace out.